Hey, what's up everybody? So it's Carmen coming back at you again and just giving you an update. If you've been following my story, you'll know that I am pre-op for a gastric sleeve and I am on my liquid diet phase right now and I am day number 2. And so just to give you an update on it. Day number 1, as you know, I said it got better in the afternoon. Day number 2 proved to be the same. When I first woke up this morning, kind of didn't feel good. I had to go to work. Kind of felt a little bit lightheaded, a little bit dizzy. I also felt nauseated. I did not feel like drinking a protein shake or anything for breakfast, but I knew I had to. But I have quite a long drive to work, so I did not drink my protein shake until I got to work. I was afraid that if I drank it in the car, the jostling of the motion of the car may have caused my nausea to get worse. So I waited till I got to work. And then I had to sip water before I could even drink a protein shake. But I was able to get it down. I found that while I'm on this liquid diet, I'm having to sip things instead of gulping them down, which I guess is a good thing because ultimately after the sleeve happens, then it's going to be sip, sip, sip instead of gulp, 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 you know. So, I did a protein drink this morning. I also did a Jello, sugar-free Jello, and of course I've been sipping water. My first bottle of water has the 2 teaspoons of benefiber in it, and that goes down really well. I've also found that ice cold things typically don't work the best for me, especially not in the early in the day when I'm kind of queasy and all of that. So I had that Premier Protein chocolate for breakfast. I had it for lunch. I had a cup full of broth, the chicken bone broth. This time I put a little bit of salt and pepper in it to kind of flavor it up. It was a little bit more tolerable, still not very good, but I will doctor up my next broth. Tomorrow I'm actually going to start drinking the broth from the food that I prepared for my son. So I'm going to do that as well. Something else. Oh, one thing I was going to say is that I have noticed, number 1, that it does get better in the afternoon. So I think that, you know how in the morning we have been asleep all night long. We haven't eaten in hours. And so our body naturally is hungrier. And I think that that's the problem when it comes to this. So I'm going to have to kind of get my mind focused on that fact that, you know, the mornings are just going to be rough for the next couple of days. Tomorrow I will be actually halfway through that point because I have to do 6 days of the protein and liquid diet. So that means protein supplements plus the clear liquids, and then I have to do 1 day of just clear liquids, no protein at all. So I have found out too that in the evening what works best for me is getting some soup from somewhere. Yesterday I got soup from Tim Hortons. Today I went to the Chinese food place and I got wonton and egg drop soup mixed. I got a pint of that and I drank most of it and it was life. It was delicious. I'm gonna confess here, I did nibble just a little bit of the wonton noodle. It got on my spoon. It was like, there it is. It was in my mouth. It was delicious, but that's it. I didn't, you know, go crazy with it. But I drank that, and I try to drink the soup as hot as possible because it just helps to iron out the kinks in my stomach. I also had earlier today when my stomach was really bothering me, I did a cup of hot decaf tea, and that actually helped as well. And then I realized that I am just sick and tired of protein shakes. And it's so funny because in the groups that I'm in on Facebook, I've seen the ladies talk about how that, oh, I'm so tired of protein shakes and these things are nasty and blah, blah, blah. And so I was thinking to myself, like, okay, one thing they tell you to do is to get used to protein shakes because that's going to be a main staple, especially when you're pre-op and when you're first post-op. You know, you're getting majority of your protein from those shakes. So I'm like, why wouldn't you pick a shake that you like? You know, you've had all this time, because nobody goes up and gets the surgery within a couple of days. So you have all this time. Haha. My Fitbit just buzzed on me. Anyway, yeah, all this time to get that done and to figure out what protein shake you like, and you're complaining about it. So in my mind, that's what I was thinking all this time. Now I get it, because when your only source of nutrition basically is the protein shake, you're burnt out on it. I'm tired of chocolate. I'm tired of vanilla. So I was looking for nectar, which has more of the fruity flavors. The GNC I went to, obviously they don't sell it. So now I'm going to have to go to Vitamin Shop, which I'll probably go there tomorrow or the day after. At this point, I'm not really worried about it because I'm so close to surgery. I don't want to go overboard with everything. So I know I'm going to have to buy some. So my point is that I have enough to sustain me for the rest of the week. Over the weekend, I will go and buy a couple more. I was approved through Ensure Nutrition to get my shakes for free delivered to my house. I'm also waiting on that, so I don't want to overwhelm how much I got coming in. But what I did, because I knew I needed to get that next protein boost, I needed 3 at least today. The shake was not going down. I was literally feeling like I was going to gag as I was drinking it. And I love Premier Protein shakes. So it was just, I knew I was burnt out on it. So what I did was I went, and GNC actually had this on sale, the Isopure protein drink. And this has 160 calories per serving, which is a 20-ounce bottle. And it has 0 fat, 10 grams of sodium, 0 carbs, and 40 grams of protein. So woohoo! I got all my protein in for today. 30, 30, and 40. So that was 100 grams of protein. So I'm very excited about that. And I think that tomorrow and the following day, that will be my staple, is to get a nice hot soup that I can strain and just drink the broth from. And then drink one of these with it. Not the best tasting thing, but I am learning to accept it. Now this I can drink ice cold. So I put ice in my cup. I just poured it in, and I kind of have to, this I can kind of gulp down because it's really, it doesn't taste the best. This is a lemonade flavor and it just is gross, but whatever. I got my protein in. It's a, you know, necessary evil here. Yesterday I said that I wanted to talk about my son and his feelings on the weight loss surgery. So my son is 11 years old, almost 12. Very intuitive, very intelligent young man, and very supportive of most things that I do. However, I think that he overheard some conversations between his dad and I. And his dad has had his concerns about appearance after surgery. And nothing really negative, but he's had experience with people who have had the surgery and who did not, either they gained the weight back, or they didn't work out properly, or they did not have the means to get plastics done. And so their body kind of looks not the best shape, is loose and everything like that. And so my son has told me that his concern is that he doesn't want me to change the way I look. So what I had to do with him is I had to, first of all, start by showing him pictures, because my son at one time was a little bit chubbier than he is now. He's grown taller, because he's a little bit taller than me, and he's leaner. He went through a cross country last year, and just being more active in gym, since he's been in the 6th grade, I think has really helped him to slim down. In addition to, because I started clean eating and changing the way I ate, it also changed the way he ate too. So all of those are a factor. But what I did was I showed him a picture of him from a few years ago, or last year even, to now, and showed him that, you know, he changed a little bit, but he doesn't look weird, you know, and that's the thing. I'm going to change the way I look a little bit, but you'll still be able to recognize me. You'll know who I am. And all change is not bad. The other thing I did was I showed him different activities that he likes to do, that I would like to do with him, but that I can't because of my weight. And I did one day. I took him to the bathroom with me, and I stood on the scale, and I let him see, this is how much mommy weighs. I also swore him to secrecy when I did this. But I said, this is how much mommy weighs. These are the activities you want to do, and this is the weight limit for those activities. Compare my weight to the weight limit. I'm way too heavy for that. And so I explained to him that when I do lose the weight, I will be able to do more with him and do those activities with him. And even one of the things that seems like a small thing, but it's a big thing. Whenever we go fly somewhere, I always make him sit in the middle, because sitting in the middle seat of an airplane is not comfortable for me at all. When you're almost 300 pounds and you're sitting in the middle of the seat, it's like you're suffocating. So I always have to sit by the window or by the aisle, and he likes to have the end seat. So I also let him know that, you know, when I get to a smaller size, we can talk about who's going to have the window seat or the aisle seat, and maybe mommy will be the one that sits in the middle. So just showing him things that can help him to kind of put it into perspective for how he is personally going to be affected. Also letting him know that I'm still going to provide food for him. You know, he's still going to be able to do and eat what he wants to. I'm not going to limit him as far as that's concerned. Like, you know, he had chicken and Parmesan pasta tonight and some green peas. Yesterday he wanted Little Caesar's pizza. He had Little Caesar's pizza, whatever, you know. Right now I'm really trying to make this process keep it as normal of a life for him. So that's how I've dealt with it, and it seems to be working pretty okay. You know, I'm going to show him some videos, not necessarily of the surgery itself, but maybe some videos of some before and after, so that he can kind of see that a person is okay when they go through the process. Explain to him a little bit about, you know, surgery, how that I might be a little bit loopy when he tries to come see me at the hospital. And he kind of understands. He went through surgery a couple of years ago for his adenoids. And so he and I were talking about that yesterday, and he kind of can remember what it was like going into the operating room when he came out, how he didn't really remember too much. He was a little bit fuzzy. So he kind of can put two and two together with that, which makes it a little bit easier explaining everything to him. So, yeah, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Tomorrow is my final appointment with the surgical team before my surgery. That's where I do my final weigh-in. I pay my $1,000 copay. And I do my final paperwork and all that good stuff. I think we have one more nutrition class that we're going through as well. So, going to go through that. I'm really excited to go through it and to really get one step further to being on the losers bench with everyone else that has joined, and with those who are looking forward to join as well. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about the support system that I've had, especially with my sister, my oldest sister, who has supported me in such an amazing way that you guys will not even imagine. Some of the things that she has bought for me, gifts, and some of the things that she has gone through, up to even checking out the journey herself and embarking upon it herself. It's just truly amazing. And I got to show you guys what she got me to help me along my journey once I start back on the puree foods and the soft foods and things like that, and get back going to work after a few weeks. And yes, I'm going to try to take my whole time off of work because I have short-term disability, and that's what it's there for. And I would love to take a rest from everything, so it'll be kind of cool. But yeah, I just wanted to holler at you guys and let you guys know what's going on. Day 2 is done. I'm getting ready to finish my last bottle of water with the Benefiber and take my vitamins, and then I am going to take my butt to bed. So tomorrow, day 3, let's get it cracking. I know I can do this. It's a mind over matter thing. We can do it. Stick in there. If you're on the journey and you're looking to get to Loser's Bench, stick in there. And if you've already got there, congratulations. I look forward to joining you soon. So see you tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow my progress, follow me on Instagram at Carmen Said So, and at Twitter at Carmen Said So. Also check out my blog at carmensaidso.com. And any questions, any comments, welcome them. Description, everything is in the description below. So take care, and we'll see you tomorrow, day 3.